Hey, Philosophix here, and today I'm gonna talk about lessons. And when I say lessons, I mean I'm just gonna show you my lesson planner and just kind of, browse through maybe the first 2, 3 months and just kind of show you what you're generally expected to teach. When I say generally expected to teach, I mean, kind of give you like a rough idea of, oh, so this is what I'm going to be doing. If you're going to become a new ALT and they're like, all right, you're going to teach English, you have no idea what you're teaching. If you're in elementary school, it's way different than middle school, because in elementary school, you teach all the lessons, but you're teaching how to speak and like talking, conversation stuff. You're not teaching like grammar and stuff, so like there's something that maybe you didn't know already, like, oh, elementary school, so what am I teaching? Do I have to know like the differences between when you use the and when you don't use the? No, that's all junior high school, and even in junior high school, that's being taught by like the Japanese teacher. You might make games and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm not middle school, so. Things I got to talk about first though before I show you the lesson plan is it might be a little confusing because it's organized per month, and then it shows you for that month all the first graders lessons all the way to sixth graders in order. So like first grade, the first lesson for the month and second, then second grade, first and second. And it goes up to maybe 4 months, or no, 4 lessons per month. And the reason why there's not too many lessons, like it's a full month's worth of English, but you only see them 4 times, well, yeah. You're most likely not going to see a class more than 4 or 5 times a month, depending on how the days work out and stuff like that. Because you only teach the same class, English, maybe 35 times, like once a week. Once a week is a good way of saying it. Once a week. Sometimes you only see the same class like once a month. If they assign you a place that just has no ALTs or anything, you might have to be in charge of a bunch of schools, and you have to share your time in between all of them. So my time is pretty well split. I go to 3 schools. Each school has 3 grades. 2 of the schools have 2 classes per grade. So there's 6 classes here in this school, 6 in a different one, and just only 3 in the third school. So altogether, I teach, wait, hold on. There's 6 classes here, 6 classes there, 12, 15, okay. I have 15 classes divided between 5 days of the week, so I do 3 classes per day. And 2 special classes, but it's not bad. It's like 17, but it's more like babysitting for special classes. So yeah, I'm going to show you inside the lesson plan and give you a good idea of what you're expected to do in elementary school. Okay, so here's my lesson plan book. These are just all lessons you teach. Let's get started. So, this is my city, Ashikaga. So let's see. You teach first grade too, but I think for this school or this general area, you don't teach first graders the first month. And when you first start teaching, it's in the middle of the month, so there's only 2 lessons per grade. So starting with second grade, let's see. Good morning, Taro. Good morning, Kumi. That's your lesson. Then you do some sort of game, which I'm not sure how you do with the youngins, because I'm not a second grade teacher. I teach 4, 5, 6. So, wait, hold on. Okay, so second grade only gets 1 lesson. Then we have the third grade. Their lesson is hello, nice to meet you. My name is my name is. So everyone says their own name, obviously. Going on, third grade, the second lesson of the week. How are you? Someone's name. I'm fine. Good, easy. Then you play a game. Fourth grade, okay, here's where I start teaching. So I taught, how's the weather? It's fine. And then I think they screwed up because usually the people who make these are Japanese people who have, limited English knowledge. So this is like, how's the weather? And it's the same thing, except instead of saying, fine, cloudy, rainy, or whatever, there's hot. Okay, no, they said rainy again. I don't know what they're going for here. I guess they just want you to teach it twice, but I didn't because I said, why bother? Because, yeah, seriously, why bother? So anyway. 5th grade, because there's only 2 lessons per grade in 1 month, or the first month. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Good. So nice, very nice. Hello, this is Taro. Hi, Taro. Oh, this is over the phone. This is a phone conversation. Didn't understand why they put this in here. Phone conversations are important. Why it's the first thing in here, I'm not too sure. But, it was a fun lesson. I taught it. You can change the dialogue however you want as the ALT to something more correct if you think it's not good enough, or if it's easier to teach in a different way that's more, reasonable. 6th grade, what's wrong? My something hurts. I changed it from I have a cold, because then you have to say like, I have a stomach ache, I have a toothache, I have a fever, I have a backache, I have an earache. I don't know what an earache is. I have a cough, but then you also have to say my head hurts or something like that, or my arm hurts or my leg hurts. So I just set it to my something hurts. And you can say that for everything in general. So like you can say I have a stomach ache, my stomach hurts, my tooth hurts, my head hurts, my back hurts, stuff like that. You just got to kind of think on your own and be like, well, this is too hard for a lesson if you try to do all this and teach them all these different words that don't even have a similar pattern. So bam, now they have a pattern. Oh, you know what I did was I didn't just do anything like just all these random parts. I did it to the head, shoulders, knees, and toes song. So it's like head, shoulders. I started the entire class with the warm-up song, like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees, and toes. So I just used those body parts for this lesson, and it went really well. So that's a recommendation for that lesson. Let's see, 6th grade, the second lesson, how do you feel? I skipped this. I skipped that. I was like, that's stupid. Okay. This is where the 1st grade comes in. It says, hello, someone. Good morning, someone. That's it. They're 1st graders, of course, 2nd grade, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Good. Easy, straightforward. When do you get up? At 6. Oh, so, okay, I don't teach this grade, but if you teach special classes, they're obviously not going to have, because it's a range of children from like 1st to 6th grade, but usually you don't want to do like an average or, because if a lot of the kids are like have difficulty learning. Sorry, the teacher just passed by, and I was like, oh God, he's gonna hear me talking to myself. But anyway, so yeah, like let's say you have 3 kids who are only in 2nd grade, plus they're special. Well, you can't make the lesson too difficult, but at the same time, you can't make it too, hard on them and too easy for the 6th grade special kid. It's a weird, complicated balancing act. So we just stick with 3rd graders in general. It depends on your teacher. Leave it to the special teachers, not the special teachers, the special classes teachers, because they'll know whether or not it's too hard or not. They usually have a pretty good understanding of what their kids can handle. So that's why I edited that, because I actually used that for a lesson. What food do you eat? I eat bread and butter. I just put butter on my bread and eat it. Sorry. Oh yeah, what food do you eat? I eat, change the word to whatever you want, or give them a list of words, right? So if it's 3rd grade, they're not going to be too advanced. So you might teach them fruits, I eat pizza. That's not a fruit, but it's a vegetable in America. Don't you forget it. Okay, going on. I wash my face. This is like a daily routine. There's a song basically that goes really well with this. It's like, this is the way I wash my face, wash my face, wash my face. This is the way I wash my face early in the morning. And then it changes. This is the way I brush my hair, brush my hair, brush my hair. So yeah, there's a song you can match that with. And so it makes it easier to learn. In fact, the lesson's probably just to teach them the song. What do you do after school? I play baseball. Okay, that's way too hard for 3rd grade in my opinion, but depends on the class. What's this? It's a river. Okay, this is something I taught. What's this? It's a din. I don't like to do what is this or something. And they can learn either or, but most people don't say the is, so I'm just gonna be like, what's this? What's this? And it is a, no one says that. It's, so you'll see that a lot in my notes. So that was before asking what it is. This one's stating what it is. It's like, this is a flower park. So next, and yeah, we did move on to May. So where do you live? I live in Nanagacho. Nanagacho is like basically the town. So like they live in a big city and then the little town names. They're really tiny here. We have a supermarket near here. I skipped this. What the heck is this? Why would you ever need to teach this? Anyway, 5th grade, I like and I don't like. Easy lesson. That's a fun lesson. Do you like curry and rice? Yes, I do. No, I don't. I can't swim. I can't swim. But then this one's asking, can you? No. Yes, I can. So you could be like, can you swim? Yes, I can. No, I can't. Okay. Easy. 6th grade. Where do you live? I live in. That's super straightforward. Where are you from? I'm from America. Oh my God, really? Me too. When is your birthday? My birthday is, that's super straightforward. And then we hit June. And you know what, I'll stop it here. If you want to see more lessons, because you think these are useful to just see in general, then yeah, just write it down in the comments below. Now I just kind of want to talk about some other stuff before I move on. All right, so I think we're in an in-between class period time, so I'm going to try and make this quick. So one thing I just want to mention, because it's summer now and it's getting hot, is that you're most likely, if you live in the middle of nowhere, will get no air conditioning in your English room, because the English room is usually not something built into the school as so much as there's just an extra room that they randomly give you, which it wasn't supposed to be that important in the first place, so they didn't install air conditioning. And Japanese people always will like resort to buying something new last. They'll try to repair something old over and over again, and basically what I'm saying is they don't want to spend money because they don't have too much of it, and they had fans installed or something, so they'll be like, well, you have fans, so good luck with that or something. I don't know. My school here installed air conditioning last year, so that means 2 years ago they didn't have air conditioning in the whole school, but now that they have air conditioning, I can teach my lessons in the classrooms instead of the English room. So what you have to do though, is if it gets too hot and you know that you can't teach in the English room anymore because it's too hot, you have to adjust your lesson, make your games playable with desks, or ask the kids to push all their desks back, but you only get like half the classroom space. So you just gotta think about that because the back half is gonna be just desks piled onto each other. Yeah, so air conditioning you can find at least in the staff room. Most likely the staff room will have that, but if the other classrooms don't have it, don't be surprised. That sounds terrible, right? Yeah, we're adults, we're just gonna sit in the staff room and bathe in our air conditioning while you kids just kind of go burn and, you know, soak in your own sweat. Like, it sounds horrible, but it's true. You might run into a school like that. I'm not too sure about like city schools. I assume, I don't know, city, more money, I really don't know. Maybe they have no money. Maybe you'll still have the same thing in the city, which would suck, but, because up here in the mountains I get a lot of wind. Oh yeah, that's a bell. But anyway, so I'm gonna move on to the Japanese of the day soon. Maybe I'll wait for this in-between period to stop, but yeah, it's right there. Okay, screw it, I'm just gonna try and do this real quickly while they're still outside. So, let's see. Today I'm gonna teach you 1 through 6, because there's 6 periods in a class. Jikan me. Jikan me. And this means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th period. You'll need to know this because your teachers may sometimes want to like change your lesson from 3rd to 4th period, and if they're not proficient in English, you might hear like, so here, first let me teach you the numbers. 1 is written like this, it's called ichi, ichi. I is like an E sound, so ichi, ch, I, so ichi. The 2 is 2 lines, and it's ni, N-I-E. So there's that E sounding I again. 3 is written, you see a pattern, right? 1, 2, 3. It's called san, san. 4 can be read in 2 ways, but this is the way they read it when they do counters for periods. So like 1st period, 2nd period, 3rd period, 4th period. This is yon, and they just said, screw the pattern, we'll do a box with stuff inside. Anyway, so this is called yon, yon. This is 5. Like I said, there's no coherent pattern anymore. And it's called go, like go home. Anyway, then 6, roku, roku. Ro, that's just straight up O with an R in front of it, but their R's are pronounced differently. But you can be like Roku, Roku, I don't know. They'll understand. Ku, U. Okay, so that's one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you add that to here. So it's, let's see, ichi jikan me. Ichi jikan me. 1st period. 2nd period, ni jikan me. 3rd period, san jikan me. 4th period, yon jikan me. 5th period, go jikan me. 6th, roku jikan me. And I'm teaching these only up to 6 because there isn't a 7, at least in my school. Actually, I can show you right here. I think I showed it in a different video, but so you got like morning stuff, getting to school and whatever, and then here. So you got your first period, 2nd period, 3rd period, 4th, lunch, recess, cleaning time, something, and then in between cleaning time and the next class 5 minutes. Then you got 5th period. In between time, 6th period, go home. Sometimes they might have club depending on the season or something like that. So yeah, this is really important because your teacher might go up to you in Japanese and you might, you know, at least be able to pick out what she's talking about. Like let's say you had your schedule, or she pulls out a schedule, she'll probably have a copy of your schedule for English, and she'll point to like first period where you can see her lesson is in a time schedule block, and then she might be like this and change it to like third, but she might say something along with it to help you out. So she might be like, let's say it's second period, trying to change to third. She's like, 2時間目と3時間目 change できますか? Like change できますか? She's got to be like trying to speak in English. If not, she might be like 変わってもいいですか? But you don't have to listen to all that other stuff. If you just hear 2時間目 and then she does this and it says 3時間目 and you know 2 is ni and 3 is san, then you know what she's asking for already. So it's just kind of like, you know, deduction or whatever. But hopefully this will help. You'll hear this a lot. You really will hear this a lot. Like maybe at the end of your class, your teacher will be like, "Yeah, we're going to the pool, 3時間目." Like, you know, you'll hear this all day, every day. So hopefully this will be helpful to you. And yeah. Alright, so there's my video for today. I hope you liked it. If you want to see more, like in the lesson plan, just another couple months or so, I'll make the video. Just let me know if you think that was useful or not and you want to see more. Hopefully the Japanese was useful for you today. If there's anything else you want to see, leave it in the comments below. If you like the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you think, you know, you want to see more. And then, yeah, totally. I would appreciate the support. So that is the bell for 6th period. Yeah, 6th period just started. I was staring at the schedule. So yeah, 6th period starting. I got nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna end the video now.